Welcome back to my little channel. Today I'm going to basically continue on a story that I did earlier this week. Remember how I was talking about how Wilders was doing a Draw Mohammed cartoon match thingy? Well, Pakistani people started threatening the Dutch government and the Dutch people and Wilders. And then Dutch politicians spoke out against the whole idea of a Draw Mohammed cartoon day, which, by the way, again, I need to reiterate, is not illegal in the Netherlands. But now they decided that, you know what? Yeah, it's mean. Let's not draw Mohammed because, reasons. The thing is that because of this, now the Pakistani people are like, okay, then we won't continue on our threats. I'm not saying that all Pakistani are like that, obviously not. But some of them are. Actually, the Pakistani government is actually considering if it is possible to indict Wilders for hate speech. Because drawing someone is hate speech. But here's the funny thing. Wilders decided not to continue with the Draw Mohammed cartoons. Fair enough. But Wilders is still living under surveillance because of threats from the Muslim communities. Not the ones in the Netherlands, by the way. International. And we're going to pretend that this is not the case. So wait a second. In the Netherlands, we are not allowed to organize a certain draw day because Muslims in another country might feel offended and might start something. This is weird. It kind of makes you wonder who has anything to say in the world against what Muslims don't want to hear. Because if you say something that a Muslim might not want to hear, they might threaten you. And because they threaten you, you might submit. And here's the catch. Because a lot of people think Islam means peace. But Islam doesn't mean peace. It means submit. Now here is where I get a little bit upset. Because I didn't care much about the Draw Mohammed Day. I did say that. And I'm reiterating that. I still don't care much about the Draw Mohammed Day. But I do care about it being cancelled because we are afraid of terrorism. I see if I can find the poem of This is why we do not pay weergeld or Danegeld. If you submit to terrorism, you have lost. There is no way back. There is no way to change because they decide what you are and are not allowed to do. It seems that in the Western world, we've given Islam a very important position. They decide what is and is not allowed. Now, one of the images I will have in this video is of a Dutch priest. Well, maybe he's Dutch. I can't know, but it's in the Dutch newspaper, so let's pretend it's Dutch. And basically he said, you can't pretend that Islam is not part of Europe. And I'm pretty sure that if we look at the history of Islam and we look at the history of Europe, that they do indeed coincide, but not in a way that people now seem to think. Because the only way Islam was part of Europe was because they attacked Europe relentlessly. It started in Spain. They tried to attack Italy. They tried to attack France. They actually fought at the gates of Vienna. Thank God the Polish came to help us out. Well, that's not really fair. There were 3 armies and one of them was the Polish. But the Polish one were decisive. They pretty much were. I will have the link for it downstairs. And if you're curious, obviously, feel free to ask. This was the 11th and 12th of September, 1680 something. My memory isn't perfect, I'm sorry. But here's the thing. And this is the cartoon I'm going to finish up with. The threateners of Wilders will continue, even though the cartoon match has been cancelled. This is what it means to live under the ire of Islam. Do as they say, don't do as they do. And even if you do as they say, peace will not be part of your life. Anyway, I won't ask you to like, share and subscribe this time. I will mention it obviously, but this is not something to like. This is a problem. This is a huge problem, and we need to address this in the Western world. Again, am I against Muslims? No, I'm not. But there is this problem. If we are to cater to the beliefs of anyone, then that belief should at least be peaceful towards us. But we're catering to a belief that already wants us dead. There's nothing we can do to prevent that. There's nothing we can do to change that. So maybe we should stop pandering to them. Anyway, I hope to see you all next time.
When the wind hursars arrive.